On a Tuesday, got your girl in the car and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute. Like it's salute, I know. Oh, is it sa? Is it shuck? Yeah. Anyway, lewd. But what's today's date?
Quaalude.
Quaalude. October 13th. It is not Friday, so we good. We good. 9/13. That's a good number.
9/13?
13, 18. Oh, 10,
How about
13.
11?
No, it's 11. Oh, we
Yeah.
all off. We all off. 11, 13.
It must be the strange clouds.
It's a strange cloud that just left the room. So today actually, I had my follow-up appointment. Remember I told you guys about 6 months ago that they told me I had high cholesterol?
Right.
Y'all know, that was so fake.
I thought you was getting the tattoos removed.
Oh. I was asleep when they did that tattoo. It was a joke tattoo. Have y'all been watching that show on MTV?
That's crazy show. That show
Oh my God! I think I would kill somebody.
I'm not sure exactly what the premise is, but they give tattoos to people they don't like. Like
I don't give their exes or their like this one.
But how do you do that?
Well, it's just two sisters. One time it was two sisters, but no, this was the crazy one. It was this lesbian couple. They were exes. So the whole the way the show worked is that the person gives the tattoo to the other person, but they can't see what the tattoo is going to be, and it get revealed by the end of the show. But this one particular episode, the girl.
Oh, okay, so you agree to take the tattoo, but you don't know what they're going to give you.
You don't know what the other person is going to give you.
No, you have no idea.
But you agree to it.
You agree to it.
You agree to it.
You
And,
sign.
and you do one to them too.
You do one of them too as well. So. Yeah.
Okay, so how did this go when they went in and then the reveal came and
the craziest one was the one that I saw where the lesbian, the girl put the tattoo and she put it like a yuck mouth and like some sort of like demon coming out around a woman's vagina. She said because she had a bad odor down there, and she just put her out.
Did she tattoo it for real?
She tattooed.
She let them do it.
She didn't. The woman who got it done didn't know that it was happening to her.
Wow. But, she let them do it.
She let the. Well, I mean, what you mean let them? She signed the papers that.
Yeah, that she would.
But she didn't know she was gonna get that.
She
monster.
didn't know what it was gonna be, right?
She didn't know. She trusted the other girl. The other girl did it because she was mad because she cheated on her or whatever.
Oh wow!
So she put that tattoo. Now it's gonna be on her body for the rest of her life. And she said,
get it
"Well,
removed."
She said, "Well, what's the purpose of the tattoo?" She said, "Well, sometimes you had an odor that was."
Wow. Yeah. No, that's just. I definitely wouldn't be signing up.
And then they had this one with this girl put some like a little baby trying to say the man had a little penis. It was just crazy. That show is
It's like
off the chain.
spiteful stuff. Yeah, I don't know why they would agree to do that.
I mean, it's a little. It's. I could see the adrenaline and the excitement in giving somebody that kind of, you're not knowing what it's going to be, and it's something that's it's a price that comes with it. Like if it's going to be there,
It's gonna be there, forever.
yeah. So
That's the most
I
part,
get the excitement and adrenaline from that, but I don't really. No, I don't get why you want to attack somebody like that. Like,
especially someone that's gonna be in their body for the rest of their life. But,
yeah, like exactly.
but I mean, like you said, you can get it removed. But some of these tattoos are huge. I'm talking about the size of this mic.
Have you had a tattoo removed before?
I never have.
I had one. It hurts.
Removed?
Yeah.
Why did you get it removed?
This is the thing, though. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was getting my tattoo on my left arm, and I have a tattoo on my right arm. It said "Trust no one" on it, right? At that point, I didn't want that on my arm anymore.
Right.
So when I got this one, the guy at the tattoo shop was like, "Oh, I can take that off for you." I said, "Okay."
Right.
And I'm not sure it wasn't a medical procedure. It was just him. It was like it looked like a stun gun.
Jesus.
And he just went shooting at it with like you saw a little electrical arc going back and forth.
Right.
And
yeah.
It felt like someone's throwing hot bacon on you.
Man, let me tell you something.
Jesus.
My man did that, right? Because he met this girl, fell in love with her, and they got married and divorced eventually, right? But he got like something tattooed on his hand, right?
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that and another tattoo he got for her, Then he went and got them removed, and he had to go through 3 procedures though, like 3 phases. It wasn't like
It
one
feels
time
big, yeah. It was
to
complicated.
do it. And the thing is that now that it's gone, you don't know what it was, but it marred his skin. It's not like it removes it and your skin looks back.
It scars. It's
Yeah,
scarred.
exactly.
I have a couple of tattoos that I wouldn't mind removing though. But no, I only have one that I'm kind of embarrassed that I got.
The tramp stamp?
I don't have a tramp. No,
my
it's
God.
too high to be. A tramp stamp would be all the way down. Mine's is all the way up here.
It's a tramp stamp.
Nonetheless.
I'll reveal this one. I hate this. Y'all see that out there in TV land? This was a drunken tattoo.
Ooh.
A really
Yeah, wow.
This was a drunken tattoo that I.
Whose lips are those?
We not.
Can we know?
Hold on.
Yeah. Hold it to the side right there. Yeah.
There you go.
Move your hand. It's got some definition to it. Like, whose lips? Whose lips were those?
Doesn't Marcus Camby have one of his ex or something on his neck too?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Marcus Camby,
Yeah.
the basketball player.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Old
Yeah, I
school.
think he maybe something
It
wild
was
like
like
that.
it was like Trina's lip, or was he dating Trina, something like that?
Yeah.
My mind remembers correctly. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, Trina. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trina. But yeah, that's the only tattoo that I would possibly either add to it or get it removed. What can you add to it to make it a little more like?
No, you can always. That's the better thing. I think better than getting a tattoo removed, I probably would get
Add
it
to
covered
it.
over with something else.
I'm like, what? But what can I add to
Well, it
this?
depends. You don't add to it; just cover it up.
Who? A lat. To the lips.
Yeah, just
There's a lot of things
or
you
just
can do,
cover it
yeah,
up.
to like make it better.
To
And,
make it pop.
Yeah.
To make it pop. Well, I have names all over my body, unfortunately, so that's
oh,
enough.
jeez.
I mean,
We ain't talking about the ones with Sharpies.
so like I got this one, I got this one, I got this. I got a lot of names all over my body. But
Like your favorite celebrities and shit?
you got
You
it.
got to turn into something else.
Huh? Last year. Sorry. God. A little younger. A little younger. But anyway, yeah, that show is crazy. So
Well, on a good note, to end this particular part on a good note, I think that I might even do a little website, man, where you can give people some creative ideas to do positive tattoos. Because I think sometimes people are like really boggling their mind, like how to do it. They want to get a tattoo, but they like, what's the best way to get a responsible one? Like in some
You know
places.
what's it called? There's a comedian. His name is Daniel Tosh. He has a bit about tattoos. You know how Americans get like Chinese letters on their arm.
Yeah.
right,
or-
don't even know what it means.
Oh, it says like hope or something.
Right.
But you never see someone in China getting English words on their arm. You never see.
Right, because that's because
Why do we
America,
do
but
it?
that's because of our style, though. American style. We take anything and flip and make a trend or something sexy out of it. You know what I'm saying? So Chinese letters,
I think you never go wrong with a good Bible verse. You know what I mean?
that's American too.
But everybody got nice little Bible verse written across. You know, the
No.
Ten Commandments on you.
Definitely
you never
not.
go wrong.
Psalm 23 is a popular one.
That's the problem. I know the one tattoo I always wanted, but I'm not going to get now because somebody told me, I said I wanted to get angel wings on my back. I
Okay.
did. I want to get my whole back full of angel wings. And so my coworker was like, well, why would you want angel wings on your back? Because I said, I'm an angel. She said, maybe a bat. So y'all get it?
There was one strange tattoo. There was this girl I knew. She had a big back tattoo, covered the whole back.
Wow.
It was a tattoo of her mother holding her as a baby.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
wow.
So
That's
I'm
crazy.
thinking, oh, she's paying tribute to her mom, right? She's, that's it's nice, but her mom's alive. Her mom's alive and well, and it just seems like the whole back tattoo, and it just
No,
it looked like
anything that covers that much of your body with that much pain, man, that's crazy. Because
she love her mama.
But
Well,
here's the thing, though. So now
she must only fuck missionary, right?
that was my point. I was, this wasn't me, but like, how do you imagine? From the back,
It's
all
so
you see
odd,
is
right?
Your wife's mother.
She would have to wear a tank top every
it's
time.
kind of odd, but at the same time, when you get into the right place mentally, it doesn't matter. Because come on,
lights off, right?
so many people have done it while people's parents was in the next room, and out in the back porch.
Hot.
Yeah, but you don't have to look at. But you have to look at her at her face, though.
That's how it flows over here.
That's how it flows. It always ends up to sex somehow.
We
I don't know
always
why.
It's so strange because you're looking at her mom's
Yeah,
face and her as a baby.
Yeah, I do.
Her
Yeah,
mom is her as a baby. That's sick.
two, yeah.
That is sick. And so you got how many tattoos?
Two.
2. You have 2.
I have 2 small. Yeah.
Too small.
Yeah.
1. Me too. I have about 6.
Wow.
6 stupid ones.
6. I know. See, Ron. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why you make me want to do the website. Cause
Right.
It's like,
but I mean, they're not bad. Only good one. Like this is my
So you
daughter's
can have
name.
a
This
good
is my
I-
daughter's name. That's pretty cool.
Right.
But like the lips. Well, my fraternity is good. That's a good one. I
but
guess.
the place you chose for the fraternity is that
Well,
what everybody does?
No, I put it here because I still want to be able to go to work and not.
But I'm saying, why pick it on the front, the forearm right there, not like higher up or
A
something?
lot of times you do like this. It look.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
but
Oh,
I'm just-
okay.
but yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and then like a lot of you do a lot of pictures like that.
I think that I would like to give people suggestions to get tattoos in subtle places where it's not readily obvious, so that you can,
Well, most people know to do that. Like you always try to go up a quarter where you think your shirt, but a lot of people wear short sleeves too.
That's what I'm saying. So no,
Yeah,
but-
I have mine both my top of my arms, so you don't see them unless I want you to see them.
Oh,
right.
Oh, no, nobody got ass tattoos.
No.
You can't see those. Nobody can see those. Yo. Anyway, this conversation actually started. I was talking about my doctor's appointment.
All right, yeah,
So the cholesterol is still high. I got to go back in 3 months.
right.
She said this time, if it don't go down and if I don't lose all the weight, I lost a lot of the weight, but I didn't lose all of it.
Okay.
I think I did at one point, and I gained like 7 pounds back. And she said that they're going to put me on the cholesterol pills. Now,
Lipitor.
I read up on that. You do not want to go on those pills.
Lipitor?
Really?
Yeah, you don't want it. What's Lipitor?
It's a cholesterol pill.
Oh,
You don't want to get on cholesterol pills?
well, because they blow you up, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I really haven't. But this thing is, man, I don't want to be on any kind of medication. I'd rather do it naturally. My doctor told me the same thing. My blood pressure. He's like, you can get it down. He's like, but you got to eat right, sleep right, and you got to de-stress. He said the hardest one is de-stressing. And it is, man, because you start stressing about stressing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, how do you not stress when you stress because you're stressed? Well, yeah, I mean,
You got to meditate.
Yeah. Prayer. Heard that works.
Prayer.
yeah.
Prayers, man. For med, you don't have a mic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you go.
what's up.
Yeah, the cholesterol thing, yeah, man. All I know is I got a
Eat
couple
Cheerios
friends,
and oatmeal.
a
That's
couple
what I
friends who, man, I don't know if it started with cholesterol, but the diabetes thing comes in. And then once it gets out of hand, man, my guys who lost their sight, I was like, man.
You
this
know,
is
people
crazy.
actually lost their sight from
Yeah.
diabetes.
Yeah,
My
kidneys too. Kidneys go bad, toe, eyes, and man, and you have to live like that. And it's like, and it wasn't necessary. Like you could have just changed the diet.
Pulled away from the table.
Yeah, man, just certain stuff.
Well,
That's
a lot of people were like my grandmother. She quit sugar. She died from diabetes. Back in the day, people didn't care. They put a whole piece of butter on the ham. When they fry it.
No, for sure.
You know?
Which I
They
think is
care
cool.
a lot.
I think it's cool when you're young. Maybe you can get away with it, but at some point you have to treat your body right.
Yeah, it started to act up on you because I know, like right now, I do not get enough sleep. Like I've been out literally late every night since Thursday, so I see it in this eye. So next week, y'all see me with some Botox. So don't laugh.
Some Botox.
I'm gonna look like I had a stroke. My eyes gonna be. I'm not gonna be moving.
You can't do Botox. Botox, it's literally short for botulism.
Why? You could do it. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna get it right here.
The way he put it,
mad cow
putting in
disease.
like I never would have connected Botox with botulism.
That's what it is. It's literally, it's just, it sounds better, so you don't, hey, I'm putting botulism in my eye.
What's botulism mean?
It's cow disease. Disease cows have. It's gel.
Oh. You do want Botox?
She doesn't.
You won't let her get Botox? You don't have a mic even.
She doesn't have a wrinkle on her face.
Yeah, you're like, why, right? Exactly. And
I don't have a wrinkle on my face. You trying to say I do?
but we're
Could use a few touches.
Put them on.
we're definitely not gonna do that until something happens. Because that's what happened to Lil' Kim. She wasn't even that bad.
But no, it's not. Botox
she
is
was
not.
fine.
It's not the
It's
same.
not
as
What I'm
y'all
saying
say.
is when you start doing any kind of, wait till you need it. If
Bo-
you need it,
Botox tightens your skin. It doesn't.
she don't need it.
She doesn't. But
My laugh lines, my crow's
yeah, you get rid of the laugh lines and all that.
You want the laugh lines.
No.
Man,
Well, I'll get it first.
not
and
until
then-
you need it.
I'll get it first, then I'll
You
tell you
need
how
it.
it go.
Go on Groupon. You go on Groupon.
Do I have crow's eye?
You need it. Hey, so my whole thing is with the artificial stuff is I'm actually getting ready to call. Should I say this on the radio? I guess.
Do what you do.
I want to call one of those men hair doctors though, because you know what I'm saying. I don't like my hair beginning to.
You son of a bitch. You gonna say, oh, he gonna complain about
Call
his
the man at
hair.
the club.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. No, you
How
get.
you gonna call somebody out your hair? You gonna talk about, look at all that hair you got.
No man. I mean, I don't want.
And I got the damn LeBron James going here, and you gonna
Hey, that's what I'm saying though.
And I can't get Botox, but you
you
go
get your
you
hair
some hair
plugged.
plugs.
You're right.
No, I don't know, but
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. I'm just saying I want to get ready. I want to get the research out the way.
All you need is a good spray, dye spray.
That Beijing.
And that's funny. Would you
Just
do that though?
You need some fuller, and you'll be.
I don't know
you'll be
how they
all right.
spray a whole line on your head, like a hairline, like.
Well, no, it's called hair follicles. Like they do. I had that. Remember, I had. You
But
was
they
even
color you a
fucking with that.
hairline in, and then they spray.
No, what
that.
she do is I gotta let my hair grow out for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the process. So then, of course, you'll have hair here and hair here. Then what they do, they have hair follicles inside of like a strainer, and they nicely
It's like
shake.
a powder, kind of fills it in a little bit
and
and
they
blends
shake
into the
it,
hair.
and then
But man,
they
it never
spray
looks
with-
natural though.
That looks natural. Then you spray it with holding spray, and it lasts for 2 weeks.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. See, that's what I'm saying. Any kind of thing I want to get, I want it to be something that's going to be years. It's not
You
no.
can get shots. A friend of mine is losing her hair, and she gets shots in her
Steroid
scalp.
shots.
I don't know what they're called, and it grows her
Stimulation.
hair back.
Maybe Rogaine.
That's what I'm saying. I want to look at my options just because I'm like
Rogaine.
43.
Rogaine.
Like I'm 43. Like why am my
Old
hair?
school Rogaine.
Your hair looks great.
It does.
Listen, I'm saying I only got a couple more years, and it's not going to be great.
You got at least about 20 more haircuts. You fine.
So
I remember when I was in college, I had this thing called alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
In my freshman year of college, I lost my eyebrows, I lost
Stress.
all my hair and everything.
really,
Wow.
I did. I went to college. Everybody thought I had cancer.
That
in
was
my
scary,
freshman
right?
year. It wasn't. I don't know what it was.
when you looked at
but
yourself without your eyebrows, that wasn't scary. That was scary, right?
I looked okay. I
It
still
goes
was,
away.
Huh?
Get rid of the
It
stress.
goes away.
Well, I had to get these steroid shots in my head for like about 3 months. So I would come home and the lady would shoot them, and the needle was about that big. So I would be sitting there crying. It was crazy. So my twin brother had to go through the same thing. So I lost, but his was not as bad as mine. I lost all my hair, all my eyebrows, my mustache.
Wow.
But it was only for like after 3 months. So I came back that second semester. I was a supermodel. They was like, damn. I was like,
You
but
actually
all my
have hair, right?
My hair grew back and my eyebrows. It was crazy.
That's what's up.
Wow.
Anyway, before we go to a break, I have to tell y'all about what I did yesterday. So I was telling Pastor a little bit. I don't know if you guys familiar with the Queen's Court. Y'all remember the girl Kaya? My neck, my back. Well, her and this drag queen named T.S. Madison used to have a show. Y'all
Nope.
Y'all don't know them. Anyway, the show. It's like the hottest show on YouTube right now, next to the Red Table, and all they do is diss on like housewives and all them other people. Anyway, I went to a taping of it yesterday, and it was kind of crazy. I Love New York was on it. She looked amazing.
Tiffany Pollard?
Tiffany Pollard is fine.
No, she's
Like,
not.
I'm telling you, this woman
She
is
used to be.
absolutely flawless in person. She had a small waist, nice big titties, nice ass.
She always was
All
putting the
that
body
was
together,
done. All
and
that
she
was
always put that weave in right.
The wig
She's
was
not.
on
She's
point.
not ugly, but she's
No, I'm telling you, in person, she's knocked dead gorgeous. Like
Really?
beautiful, flawless, cocoa skin.
Yeah.
Just really sweet, and she gets this mean
To
thing
cameras.
on TV. She's mean, or
Right.
She
Super
is
nice.
the most nice, super duper nicest person I ever met.
I would say this.
We sat down and talked for about 10 minutes yesterday.
Oh,
She's
really?
so cool.
She was here.
She was here at this club downtown DC.
Okay.
She was filming for that radio show. I mean, for that show, and I went to the taping of it.
Oh, okay.
So it was pretty good.
She was like, wouldn't you call her like the original Omarosa?
Yes,
Like
definitely.
made it big off of being like the mean.
She
the
made it
bully
big
kinda.
on, because she was good on Flavor of Love, and then she got egg on her face each time. She never got that man, and she still
Twice.
I was like, Yeah, no,
Twice.
was it 3
It
times?
was at least twice. I know that.
But
I thought she was on three
she wasn't supposed
She was
to
on
win.
Hoops
She was
and
there
Delicious.
for the drama.
Her money. She was one of those
She's-
first reality
Yeah,
stars.
yeah,
She
they brought her
made
for the
over
drama.
$1 million from those shows.
She's the
from being
original
there.
Omarosa.
Because
Omarosa
she had
learned
her
from
own show. I
I love New York. I love New York.
That
And
went
then
like 3
I love New York
seasons.
made all those dudes
Season 1 and
famous.
2.
Like what's her name's husband? Baby Daddy.
And the Stallions.
What's my girl? I don't like living under your spotlight. What's her name? Just Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson's
her baby,
husband
her
was on there.
husband was on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Who else was
Her
on there?
baby daddy.
A lot of dudes you would
Stallions
I love
know.
New
on
York.
there.
The twins.
What's the dude that died?
Yeah, the twins. The twin brothers.
Were they twins?
Yeah,
I don't think
well,
they
I
were
don't know.
twins.
They
were
Renee's
brothers.
Mr.
Stallionaires or something. Then they had their own
Stallionaires,
show.
but then they got their own show.
No,
She put a lot of
I'm
people
telling
in.
you, she was the original Omarosa. Like
She
who
was.
made
She's not
money.
as smart as Omarosa.
Well, Omarosa took what she did.
I
and
don't
flipped
know
it.
because
Omarosa,
Tiffany,
Was Omarosa
Tiffany,
first? Who came first? Was she first?
Tiffany-
Tiffany was first because Flavor Love started that whole reality thing. That was the show
Absolutely.
that started everything.
But for a person to be able to she became a household name.
She did,
People knew her face.
but they don't know her by her real name,
And-
nor as New York.
Exactly, and they liked her because she would say the real stuff. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
what she, and she
And
was
be
crazy.
outlandish.
She was crazy.
How
Absolutely.
was the show? Was she like that on the show?
She was hilarious, and like her and this other dude named Funky Diva. I don't know if anybody familiar with him. He's a
Funky Diva?
Well, he's I don't want to call him a drag queen. He just, he's his character with the wig. So he does a lot of the housewives recaps on YouTube. So he's pretty famous for that.
Okay.
So them two didn't get along at all. And she went in on him. She was like, I will fuck you up. She was cussing. It was hilarious. Yo, it was a hilarious show. So next time that they in town, we all should go.
What kind of show was this?
It's sort of like our show, but it's more, they definitely deal with ratchet TV and ratchet gossip.
Oh, okay.
So initially, Kaya was on the show, but Kaya and T.S. Madison got into a huge fight. And so Kaya is no longer part of the show. So I was going to say I didn't get to see Kaya. But I Love New York was on it. Tiffany Pollard, I love you if you were listening. She said she was going to listen today. But,
Hey, I love New York.
Send her a link.
I digress. But she was definitely a great person. You guys wouldn't believe it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I heard Omarosa is just as sweet in person. Can you believe that?
Oh, whatever. She's
believe it.
Somebody told me that met her. They said she was really
she
sweet.
can be sweet because a lot of times she be in character, and she's made that money that way. So I ain't mad at her.
Just
For
for
her
fact,
hustle.
Fact check: Omarosa appeared in The Apprentice in 2004, and Flavor of Love was in 2006.
Oh, Omarosa.
So Omarosa was the original bitch.
Hello.
She was
Really?
with Omarosa.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 years before. And The Apprentice is not a I mean, is that a reality?
Well, yeah, it
No,
was.
not The Apprentice.
Donald-
Premiering Omarosa was on in 2004.
She was the original. She's season 1 of. That's how she met Donald Trump.
Right.
I don't know when they slept together though. I don't know how much longer. No, I'm just kidding.
Joe, this is
Anyway,
That's the rumor.
we are really talking right quick. Because I had a good weekend. That's why I'm just was sharing. So I guess we're gonna go to a quick break. And, we're gonna do our drink of the day and go into some hot topics. Give us a call 202-656-1-bar. Welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salud.
Salud. Is anybody rocking our shirts today?
No, not today.
Not today. But we do have some shirts for sale, yo. You can order those shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds to benefit local charities. We dealing with some dog or something, right? We're doing our thing here. Also, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel at WLVS Radio. That way you can see all the wonderful channels of other shows that WLVS offer. Not only this great show, but the other ones that always get us high and all that good stuff.
There we go.
Great shows, great shows, great shows. So my favorite part of the show, of course, is our what?
Drinking
Drink of the day. You didn't give a song like you said.
Yeah.
Hot topics. You're supposed to say drink of the day. Anyway, anyway, what did we say we're gonna call this again?
It's the Jilly from Philly.
This is Jilly from Philly. Because Jilly is part of our hot topics. Anyway, do y'all like it? It's a good smooth drink.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's made with our choice of vodka, along with a splash of papaya juice
Can't taste that.
and cranberry. Guava. Is it guava or papaya? I think it's papaya. Is it guava?
It's guava.
Oh, guava.
Tongue out emojis.
Papaya. I think it's
Papaya.
Everfresh.
It's papaya.
No.
We don't know.
Yeah, clarify that for us.
Is it guava or papaya?
Guava.
Oh, guava. What's the difference between guava and papaya?
Papaya is a
I don't know.
different fruit. It's different from guava.
Anyway, we drinking with guava juice along with a splash of cranberry for your
Yeah,
taste.
100%.
Definitely smooth. Definitely smooth.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can finish that one. It's strong too. Anyway, yo, this is where the show goes downhill. So hot
ready.
topics.
Hot topics.
So were you able to find that video?
Yep.
All right, I want y'all. I'm gonna play this video, and you guys tell me what you think.
Oh man, yeah.
And you guys can call.
I just want to say Tyler, the Creator, is the best friend in the world, and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler, the Creator, is my fucking boyfriend. It's true. Also, the fire marshal said they're gonna shut us down. So if you could just step back a little bit, just a little.
So I saw this video. I actually watched
I
it.
hate social media so much right now, man.
Well,
man,
I saw the video at the
Well, hold
T.S.
on.
Madison show
I
yesterday.
think it's this. I think because he's a
we be turning stuff.
he's a special individual.
Let me tell you something though.
Jaden Smith, because he doesn't. I don't think he means boyfriend from that context.
No, he doesn't.
From that context, I don't think he means boyfriend. I think he just
No, he
means
doesn't.
He's just. This is a very good friend of mine that I've known.
He's just saying, man. He's saying, man, that's my guy. I got love for him. That's my dude. And they play with each other like that. For him to do that, he knew what he was going to cause. And it's the same thing they do.
Yeah.
Back in school when we walked in the store with your mom and the Inquirer was on the shelf, and they'd be like, you know what happened with this, and you'd be like, man, I got to read this, and they done took something like that.
So y'all don't think that he was confessing?
No.
That day? Well, it's all over the media. They saying that.
I'm sure though that
because
I'm sure
if
the
I'm
gay
not
community
mistaken,
is
Tyler,
loving that.
Tyler, the Creator, came out a couple of years ago, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't pay attention.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's
He
even
came
more,
out as bisexual.
That's even more of why Jaden probably just said it. It's like, if you already came out like you're bisexual.
See, and you know,
because he's very, like I say, he's unique. I'm gonna say strange because he says has some crazy stuff.
He wore
in the
gowns.
day.
Jaden's he's eclectic.
He's eclectic, yes, and I think this is just part of that. I don't think he meant that's his boyfriend because Tyler came out shaking his finger. Nah, no.
Yeah, because his real boyfriend probably is like, really?
See,
well, and
Jaden play too much.
And plus, everybody know that Tyler's more into Jacob's look. All this right.
that's more of his speech.
That's
Really?
what you hear too, right? He's more into Jacob's look.
Okay,
So,
I did not know that. All right.
But Jaden looks. He can pass for your look.
He's done some unusual things in the past that make people want to believe it, like wear the dresses and stuff like that.
Oh.
So maybe that's why people are more ready to believe something like that.
Well, the LBGTQ community,
They're happy about it.
they're really it's all
They hype.
saying it.
They love it. They love
Jaden.
Jaden saying that because just the thought of it feels good probably to them. But Jaden didn't really mean. He's just messing with his man. And he does not care. That's the thing. That's how much money he got. So much security he got. He don't even care. Like, y'all not gonna stop my career
And
because I've been
he
eclectic
got
the whole time.
like the best parents. If that's true, I'm sure they would support him
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, for
Jada and Will, they just cool cats.
Yeah.
The video was so much
Scientologists.
better than what you would.
They're not Scientologists. Did you watch the last Red Table episode?
Yeah, they're not Scientologists.
You
No.
know, she
Were they at one
was-
point?
They said they never
No,
were Scientologists.
See,
Never.
Jada Pickett is one of those people who she loves to study all the religions. So she did go there just to learn what it was about, but she never been a part of enjoying it. They talked about this on the last episode because the lady from
It's not a
What's her
religion.
name? Leah Ray?
She was on the last show, and
They weren't speaking for a while.
because she tried to say that they were a part of it, and she was like, "No, we never was." And then the girl, anyway,
Okay.
to me that was the boringest Red Table this week.
I don't
Normally all
watch
them,
Well, who?
normally
I haven't
good.
seen any
She
more.
had Leah on there,
Oh,
but it was just to talk about the
Leah?
mistake that they made. Anyway, salute moment goes to your man Jaden Smith. Whatever he's
Jaden.
proclaiming,
okay.
do your thing. I don't know exactly. I'm not going to make any
Jaden
accusations.
Smith. They wish Jaden Smith was gay. If Jaden Smith was a gay man, he would really be an icon. He's already up close, but he would really be.
That
an
would
icon.
take it. So you
Is he
saying
icon? That making an icon? How's he
That
an
would make him
icon?
an icon
How is he an
It-
icon?
because he'd be Will Smith's son, who actually has a hit
Will
little
Smith's an icon.
rap career going on right now. Hold on, he's Will Smith's
good
son.
actor.
He's an actor, and he's already eclectic, super
Supermodel.
eclectic. Yeah, exactly, all those things. And then he turns around and says, "And I have a boyfriend."
That's iconic.
Well,
Let me tell you something, and that community would make sure you know about
they
it.
would support him.
Oh,
hard.
my God.
He would buy everything. Because I think that's why your boy from Empires is like one of the biggest things out right now. Because of the support from the gay community. From Empire, just
Which character is he?
the brother that sings.
Let me tell you something. I was so wrong on Empire because I cannot believe that show is still on. I thought it was going to be canceled like the second season.
It was the most popular show the first 2 seasons.
It's
I
still
just
good
knew it was
though.
gonna
If
be
you watch
canceled.
it,
I'm
it's
like,
really good.
This show is like on the fifth season, something
Have
like
y'all
that.
been watching it? It's been really good. It's been really good. Like this season deals with a lot of different
But
episodes.
see, that's what I'm saying. But think about the concept that you have these actors and you're intermittent them with actual rapper or R&B artists acting out roles, and it's so dramatic and over the top, and it just sounds like, and it's mimicking. It's almost like and it is like a parody of the actual hip hop.
Love and hip hop.
Yeah, so I just feel like, how could that last? Like when we enter reality TV, I just thought it wouldn't last.
Cookie is why it lasts. She's just everybody wants to see what she's wearing, what she's going to say, what she's going to do.
Wow.
She's holding that show down.
Shout out to Taraji. She's a DC girl.
Yeah, DC Zone.
And just had a baby.
She had a baby.
No, she did not.
I mean, no, she didn't have a baby. Is she pregnant?
No, she's 50.
See how rumors get started?
And we started here on the.
She did not.
She's not. She's engaged.
She's engaged to a football
She's
player.
not-
And she's not pregnant.
player.
Where I get that from? Oh, I'm sorry. My other girl.
Portia.
You done went to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
See, it's just
Portia's
it's just a
pregnant.
big button to smile.
And
Tito, I'm sorry.
Portia is.
You know what I'm saying?
Portia's holding down Atlanta Housewives. She's making that show.
Portia and Portia and
She's making. You don't think so?
Who makes the
What?
show?
Portia is making.
makes-
She's the star of that show this season.
Now that Fedra's not there.
Of this season?
Now that
Phaedra, Phaedra.
Phaedra,
Well,
Phaedra
we're
been
only-
gone for 2 seasons.
We're only
but-
two episodes in, so.
And so far, all I want to see about. I don't care when Candy come on. I'll be like, oh.
I need
The
to
lies,
I need
the
to apologize.
lies.
I need to apologize to Taraji for mistaking her for Portia
Yeah, that's what she called in.
She might.
the
Yeah,
two
she might get
totally
mad.
different people.
though. She be like-
Totally different mindsets and everything.
Of course, Taraji is first class.
Portia's first class.
No.
Portia, I like Portia.
First
You can like
class.
somebody and they'll
Taraji?
be first class.
Taraji is.
She's
She educated,
Taraji's
successful,
A-list.
independent.
Right.
She's A-list.
Okay, y'all said this, but do y'all not remember a couple of months ago I got into y'all because I called her A-list. Well, that was just Redbeard. He was trying to say she wasn't.
She's not A-list.
Taraji's A-list.
She's totally A-list.
She maybe today she would consider A-list, but 4 or 5 years ago she wouldn't have been
Well,
considered
this
A-list.
was 4 or 5 years ago. I
No,
said
like-
that.
like
That was a couple of months ago. I
if,
said that.
if it was Baby Boy Taraji, no, but like Empire Taraji, yeah.
Because like right now,
A-list?
Tiffany Haddish is
Hold
A-list.
on, think about it. A-list,
Tiffany's
you got to be able to do a movie yourself with nobody else, right? And you can pull it off, right?
She did. It didn't do so well, but it was a good movie. At least she was starring in it. What was it called? I
was she
forgot
in?
they called. But she was a cop or whatever. It didn't do so well. I can't. Think of
she's
that movie.
like the superhero kind of.
Yeah.
Type. She was an assassin.
But every movie she do, she's normally the star.
That movie was all right,
She's normally the star. Like
but it's
in,
not. That's why she's not A-list. She couldn't pull it off, right?
Matrimony. She was the only real star in that movie, and it did really well. And she was excellent in Matrimony.
Hold on, who's the A-list actress?
Halle Berry, Denzel
Moore.
Washington,
No,
Meryl
female,
Streep.
female.
Meryl Streep.
We know Meryl Streep, but nobody else.
What's the lady's
yeah.
name? How to Get Away with Murder.
Viola Davis.
Yeah.
You
she's
got
the
what's her name from South Africa?
Lupita.
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 A-list?
Lupita is up there.
She's not A-list.
She's
I think she's A-list.
She doesn't have a
She won an Oscar. She
won
did
an
win an
Oscar,
Oscar,
and-
but so did Viola
and-
Davis, right?
Does it
and
automatically
she was
make
the
you a A-list?
the biggest
when you
movie of
win
all
Oscar?
time. One of the biggest Black Panther, one of the
Black
biggest movies of all
Panther.
time.
Yeah.
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years Slave. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
A-list, yeah.
She A-list. Whoopi Goldberg. A-list.
Oh yeah, she's a goat. EGOT.
She's a goat, yeah. She's a goat though. But you know what I'm saying? So
Jada Pinkett.
Scarlett Johansson.
like example, Julia Roberts and my A-list actresses, right? These are actresses who can they can green.
And they don't have to
light
work.
right?
They can work every 5 years and still be okay and still make.
This is what I feel like exactly. So I think the A-list actress should have some mystique with it, right?
Right. And yes.
So
Definitely.
who's the black actress that's A-list? I guess
Taraji's the only
Taraji,
one
all we
now.
got.
Halle Berry, of course, still. Halle Berry can still claim She's still doing pretty well.
Did you ever see Halle as an A-list actress? Even though she won the big awards.
Totally.
She's always been.
She's a big
She's always
draw.
been.
Big draw.
Halle Berry, Denzel
Okay.
Washington, Will Smith. At one point, they were
different. They different. I see them doing movies like Will Smith and Denzel. I see them changing the roles. They're not doing the same roles.
Halle don't do the same role. Like
It'd be a panicky woman on some level. Whether it's an operator, a mother, or something. It's a panicky
you seen
woman.
her in Baps.
And then she's having sex.
That was one of her.
Baps, she was.
That was a good example.
You can talk about. No, the reason why was she
Of her
played
A-listness, right?
She played the role of a ghetto girl so well, and then she
You
went
think
from
so?
that to
I
do
think-
somewhere.
I think she really felt uncomfortable in that role. I never believed her as a.
Like,
See?
Taraji would have told Baps up. Taraji would have
That's
killed
more her-
Baps.
that's
See, an A-list
That's her
actress,
game. That's her
A-list
wheelhouse.
actress can go between all those roles, and you believe all of them.
See, I see what
I
you're
don't
saying. 'Cause
agree.
Taraji played the
I
same
don't
role in
agree.
every movie.
I
You're
don't
right.
This is what I'm saying.
Taraji does
Denzel
play.
was.
Everyone-
Denzel has been so many different things, man,
No,
and they were
Denzel
good.
plays the same character in all his movies.
Denzel
too.
plays the-
Will
no,
Smith
every
plays the same character.
No.
Every actor plays the same character.
Will Smith plays the same character.
It's not the same character. Y'all talking about their feel, the feel of Denzel
Yeah.
and the feel of Will.
Every
of course,
actor-
they can't change that, but no.
I think that I thought about this, and I've told my wife this. That I think that every actor is really typecast to the kind of personality that they have. There's some times where there are changes, like when they play real people, like when Denzel played Hurricane Carter,
Yeah.
or Malcolm X. Then
what's the dude with
that's
the
a
bad
real
teeth?
acting challenge. But
Right.
but all the rest of his
That's what I
characters,
mean,
like
though.
Training Day,
It just feels like it's
Fallen,
They were all the same character.
Harlem 1, 2, 3. They're all kind of the same bravado. Kind of same kind of type of character.
How
you
can
put
we
in each
say
one.
A-list and not talk about Angela Bassett? Now she changes up characters. Like
Yeah.
she could play the
With
mama,
Tina.
she could play the hero, she could play Tina Turner. She made you believe she was Tina.
I would give it to Angela Bassett before I would give it to
Taraji.
Taraji.
I agree. I totally agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I just
She's
feel that
bigger,
Taraji's
more
B.
range.
Taraji's B plus. You know what I'm saying? She B plus. She right there. But she needs one more big, like a big one.
Well, you saying that, but I think Taraji is still like, I think she's A-list because she can walk these streets and everybody will go crazy.
For sure.
She can shut down a building. She can, Taraji
sure.
is definitely A-list. Now you
But I'm
can't.
not sure she can do a movie though. What was her latest big movie besides whatchamacallit?
Matrimony.
No, that and with
That one movie she did by herself didn't do so well. I can't think of it. When she was a superhero.
Assassin.
That didn't
I don't
do
remember
so
that
well.
at all.
Remember that.
It made $9 million.
Wow.
It was,
yeah.
Its first week. I can't say that's all it made.
Just
But the first
bombed.
week it made $9 million. But I still love Taraji.
Me
Like,
too.
and I think right now Tiffany Haddish, even though she's playing the same character, but she's A-list.
She's not A-list. She's nowhere near
Not yet,
A-list.
not
And
yet.
really,
Is Kevin Hart A-list?
No.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
he's-
if Kevin's I
hold
think
on.
she's the female
no,
Kevin.
No, Kevin's A-list by box office.
Box
Tiffany
office
doesn't have what Kevin has. He got a lot of movies on his belt now, like a lot. He
They
be
all
having
the
two
same.
movies.
getting
They're
them, though.
all the
She's
same
getting them.
But
movies.
they are the same
They're
role.
all
That's
the
the other thing
same
too. That's why I
movies.
don't. No, he
Same,
ain't no
that's what
A-list.
Tiffany's doing.
He
Tiffany's
ain't
playing the
A-list
same
actor.
role. That whole she
See, I think of A-list as a person who can draw an audience. That's
See, I mean,
A-list.
no,
to
it's
me.
gotta be
It's-
draw
it's-
the
it's-
audience.
It's not necessarily skill, but your ability to draw. An
No,
audience.
no, I think it's making the part believable, like different roles really believable.
That's a good actor.
Yeah,
Not
but-
everyone. Not
Angels.
everyone
Now-
who's
but
a
now-
good actress.
Good, but they're good actresses like my girl Elise Neal, who I think is my favorite.
Yeah,
She can
amazing.
really act, but
Yes.
she ain't no
She
draw
ain't no
like
draw,
that.
yeah. But you know what? And I hate to say this. Every movie that Meryl Streep has did has been a different role. Like when she played that woman in Prada,
Yeah,
she played that role.
That was a
then when
good movie.
she played, you see her played in what's it?
I randomly saw.
Like several movies that she played in, she never played the same character. So I can't say nobody else did that.
A little bit she has, but I get what you're saying though. She
I
brought
mean,
a lot
like,
of roles
what
to
happened?
life.
Like,
Well, this
she
is what
had-
this is what I mean by the
She had
A-list
one
actress.
movie where she had a British accent, and she did a really good
The
job.
A-list actor can take different roles, even if you see the same personality in it. But they make you believe them in the role. You believe it, right? Like that was possible. That could have happened.
I love it when they brought it when she said, you work in fashion, you know nothing about fashion. She said, that wasn't a question. Goodbye. I was like,
That was one of my favorites.
she was like, that's what I'm telling you. She's
Well,
like, girl.
you know what? Idris Elba.
Oh,
You know, for the longest time, I didn't even know he was
that
English.
English, yes.
Didn't even know he was
The man
English.
is good.
Him,
That's
Oh, the dude from
good
Get
actor.
Out, though. I didn't know
Daniel.
the dude from Get Out, he has a hard British accent.
Yep.
and
Yeah.
you wouldn't have known it.
He has a nice fake English accent. It's very good.
He still got the most.
It's fake
scary
English,
eyes.
yeah, because he's
No, it's real. It's real English accent.
Fake American.
Fake American.
British.
It's a fake American. I mean, yes, yeah.
But then
exactly.
Get Out, I thought he was just straight from Southeast. He played that role. He
No,
did a good
he
job.
did.
He did a good job.
He sounded very African
Really
American
good.
from
He-
the
he-
U.S.
He's close. He's up there too. He's getting up there.
He's getting up there.
Got some roles.
Michael B. Jordan.
He's a good actor. He
Michael
could-
B. Jordan,
Michael
yes.
B. Jordan's an A-lister now.
But he plays the same role though.
No,
He plays the same
He's
person.
playing Creed 2 now. Like this is the new Rocky.
He's playing
series.
Creed, the same guy he was in Black Panther.
Exactly,
No,
basically.
no.
Basically.
Yes, it was.
I don't see Michael B. Jordan as an A-list actor. I see him as very good fortune. Like to be in the Rocky is one thing, and then he did that Black Panther. That's like who he couldn't have put that together.
He did movies before then.
He did.
What are they?
The Fruitville.
Exactly. Fruitville Station.
Fruitville Station. He did The Wire. He was one of the kids in The Wire the first season. That's
You
where
really
he
see him as an
started.
A-list?
I think so. Yes.
No,
I think. I think.
As draw wise,
Y'all
of course
give-
he is.
I
my-
think MB.
He's in Creed, build above Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone,
true.
Oh, that's because Sylvester Stallone's
Career-wise,
old,
definitely
man.
A-list.
He's 70 years old.
but he's still
And-
that's Sylvester Stallone.
But
He's
is
70 years-
Apollo really dead? The guy that played that role, is he dead?
Apollo
Or is he
Creed.
alive?
No.
The real guy is still living.
Billy D.
The
Williams.
black guy that played.
Billy D.
No, it wasn't Billy D. It
No,
was.
it's not Billy D.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Oh, well. He's still living,
He's still alive.
but he dead in the movie.
Yeah, he's dead in the movie.
Yeah, it's
But
messed
Carl
up.
Weathers. Yeah, but Carl Weathers is still living.
And Angela
They
Bass.
brought him back
No,
in
Felicia
Creed.
Rashad playing his mother in that. She's now Felicia with A-list.
Mount Vernon.
She hasn't been in enough movies. To
See, this is what I mean by when we give people the title legend and A-list actor. I just feel like it should be some mystique. You just can't hand that out to everybody. You're a legend.
So you don't think Felicia Rashad is legend?
A legend?
A-list
Well, I'll
actress?
say this. Like, it depends on your standard, because when you say A-list actor, you're thinking about all actors, and I feel like because the minority acting world is so different, there's a separate list. She's like Taraji is definitely an A-list for in the minority as far as minority.
But see, then
actors, for
Taraji
sure.
would be mad
For
at you
sure,
putting
though.
her in the black category.
Yeah, I know, but that's only because she hasn't had enough chances to.
She wants to compete with everybody, though.
and she will, and she does, but she has to be given those chances.
But the
I thought you were going to go with that. I thought you were going to talk about A-list TV actor versus an A-list movie
That's a
actor.
good point. Like Felicia Rashad be considered.
And that's why I said earlier before it. But what movie?
And Whitley Gilbert, she was A-list back in the day, but now she's not.
For
you know.
TV, maybe.
She needs some Botox. Sorry, but
She's 60.
yeah, you wouldn't have known that. But
Jeez.
oh god, all those characters from Different World, they didn't age so well. Like the poor girl, Summer, whatever. Rudy
Freddie?
did. I'm talking about Different World.
Freddie?
Freddie did
Freddie.
not age well.
Really?
She's doing a lot of. She does a lot of voiceover work. She's still
she's
getting
good.
a coin. Yeah, she does a lot of cartoons and voiceover.
Stay behind.
Don Lewis.
Stay
No,
behind the microphone, not the camera.
That's what I'm trying to get into.
Who's Don
Anyway,
Lewis?
Don Lewis, she played Jaleesa. She just gained a
How
little
does she
weight. but
look?
she's-
Oh.
She just gained a little weight. It's a picture that was just recently posted by Kim Cole.
But you know what? This is crazy because even the girl. Remember the girl who Living Single would come on, right? And the girl who was dancing.
Oh yeah.
She got popular off of Def Comedy Jam. Like she started dancing like at Def Comedy
She
Jam.
got popped
Big
because
Les.
Big
because
Les.
Dr. Dre threw her through a wall.
No,
Was
that's
that the
not
same
shit.
girl?
No.
That wasn't the same.
No.
one? Oh,
Absolutely not.
I missed that scene in Shredder Compton.
He ain't throw Big Lads against the trust.
Yeah, no, but Big Les became popular through Def Comedy Jam, dancing between the sets and all of that,
Oh.
and then
Color.
and Living Color. Okay, right,
no,
right,
I thought
and
that
then
was your girl, the
J-Lo.
Rosie Perez.
No.
and then
Welcome to the open bar. Welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuning into the open bar.
Salud.
Salute. And yo, we do want to apologize for interrupting the blowjob that Jill Scott was giving. You know,
Defoe.
We had technical difficulties, but I thought she did a great job.
Did she?
I concur.
No,
I didn't know she had it in her.
She told on herself.
I didn't know it.
We know what Jill's husband getting. Is she still with her husband?
No, she not with him. Remember, she left him, and then she did that video where she was drunk. She's really going through some midlife, what do you call it, crisis. So
It didn't look like she was
Jill.
going through anything to me.
I don't know.
She was living.
That was living her best life. Anyway, salute one goes to Jill Scott.
Hey, Jill.
Good job on sucking
Bring
dick.
the aunties back.
Yeah, this is the Jilly from Philly, right?
Jilly from Philly.
Jilly from Philly.
Oh, it's kind of thick too. Now that I thought about it, I'm not drinking no more. I
Pause.
changed my mind. Changed my mind. Yo, what's going on in the legal world?
In the legal world?
Yeah, what happened stupid this week in court?
I know that's right.
No. A lot of things happened this week in court. But to speak on the political arena, there's been a whole bunch of challenges by Republican candidates about claiming election fraud in Florida, specifically Rick Scott claiming election fraud, yet not citing to any specific instances of fraud. So right now there's a legal challenge in Florida. Like, for example, Rick Scott sued the lady that's in charge of doing the account for Bradford County.
Oh.
Who's this?
Her name escapes me. I forgot what her name was.
What state?
Florida.
Okay.
In Bradford County, which is a county that has been notoriously known for being slow to count and have a bunch of mistakes. He sued to get some information from her that she wouldn't give out to him regardless. He won that part of the suit, and she did. But now they're still going forward with the recount in Florida. So right now there's a whole bunch of turmoil about the Florida specific election, but for Senate. I think for governor, Gilliam, who was a Democrat, who had high hopes of winning. I think during his recount, it's been confirmed that he probably won't win, but he's still forward. He's still moving to get all the votes counted. In the opposite way, DeSantis really doesn't want to get the votes counted because he won at the election time. Like when the votes were counted, then they called the race. So some of these races are tightening up for Democrats, and Democrats are making good moves. But it's a good place to watch right now because there's always results coming back in, even to this day, that are changing the results that happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, because I actually thought Stacey Abrams should just give up and let it go, right? But I was wrong.
Close.
She's only 60,000 votes behind, and they were saying weeks out from the election that the guy Brian Kemp or whatever, Kemp is his name, that he was over the election piece, right?
Yeah.
So early voting came in, and they said that he was putting provisionary ballots that were sent in early, in drawers, saving them away to be counted later. So she's like 60,000 votes. That's not a wide margin. I could close that, because thousands of provisional ballots came in. So they're trying to fight to make sure all those get counted. That's why she refused to concede.
Yeah, she refused to concede because there's a runoff statute that says if you're under 0.5% of the votes,
right,
then there's an automatic recount.
Right.
And she still believes she has some other votes coming in from other ballots. And there were some votes that were held provisional.
Right. But I don't know if it's 60,000 worth, but hopefully.
Yeah. Well, there's about 32,000 or so worth because of they didn't have the exact match.
I heard they do this all the time, though. I heard that there's always votes that aren't counted. This is nothing new.
Because they normally don't use the what do you call it, the
provisional.
Is it called provisional? Or the ones where you vote from another state?
No, they do, but they count those sometimes later.
Yes, okay.
Because as long as they mail it by a certain time, it still counts. Right. So if it gets received later on, like 2 days after election,
it can be the help to make the decision.
With Abrams is close. I think her and Gilliam are in the same position that they probably will still end up losing. But that doesn't. It can still be a moral victory for Democrats because they were so close and what had been largely recognized as red states. Now they've become a little more purple, and who knows? By 2020 they'll be entirely blue.
Oh, wow, impressive. What anything dumb Trump did this week?
Donald Trump did a lot of stuff this week. So I'm a veteran, and Donald Trump.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you. Yesterday did not go to one of the American memorials that
it was
in France.
raining. His hair.
It was raining, but that's not an excuse. Like there's a video of
I wouldn't
the
have came
Prime
out
Minister
there
of Canada who gave a speech last year, not this year, he gave a speech last year, and I think it was telling. I think one of his end quotes was, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. He said, we're here to mark in this time here, and we stand in the rain. Our suits are getting wet. We're uncomfortable for a few minutes, but we have to remember that, however many years ago, it wasn't rain falling down, it was bullets. Wow. So this is a small sacrifice. Wow. And Trump didn't go to the American event in Paris to honor the American people who died while fighting in Paris. And
was it that's the whole point of him going?
It was one of the points. There was a summit in Paris too that the French held as well, but the fact that he didn't go in the rain just made it seem like he was
prima donna.
He's just not
presidential.
He didn't really care. It was an excuse.
Yeah. Exactly. It was an excuse to go because everyone else that day.
Where was this at exactly?
Those who fought with such
Paris,
grit
right?
and valor on the beaches of France.
That was tough, yo.
We just sit here in the rain. Thinking how uncomfortable we must be these minutes as our suits get wet, and our hair gets wet, and our shoes get wet. I think it's all the more fitting that we remember on that day in Dieppe. The rain wasn't rain, it was bullets.
My brother.
Yeah.
My brother. That changed the whole mood today.
It changed the whole
that was awesome.
And Donald Trump had to be angry because all he got was inundated with pictures of mostly Barack Obama standing in the rain, making speeches, holding umbrellas for his wife, or holding his umbrella for other women while he's getting wet. And meanwhile, you got images of Donald Trump who just leaves his umbrella at the bottom of Air Force One, just throws it on the floor.
Because he couldn't get it to close down.
Because he couldn't get it to close down. But it's a contrast that people have. And I think that speaks a lot about who the person President Trump is.
So do you guys think he's going to run again?
He will definitely run again. He is a Republican leader, without a doubt. Without a doubt. There's no one who can challenge him. For the Republican primary next year.
If he win this time, it's just something. It's something got to be fixed.
Well, I think it was this. He won this time because it was a reaction. The same way that people have reactions. It's like Paul Abdul. Take one step forward, take two steps back. When Barack got elected, we took a step forward. When Trump got elected, we took two steps back because it's a reaction. People have a visceral reaction of like, "Hey, we're losing something." The people who vote for him think that they're losing their country. Right. They think that they're losing out on who they want to be. Right. Which is, it's kind of true, but it's who we all need to be, not who they want to be. And they want to hold on to their power. They want to hold on to their money. But progress is slow, and the arc towards justice, arc of time bends towards justice, and it's slow. It's not sharp. It's not, if it was, then we would be in a whole different place with our country right now. But we're not. We are still feeling the vestiges and the effects of slavery, which is a part of our country, and the effects of the genocide that we committed against the Native Americans. And it's right now, this is the reaction to the progressive part, what happened when we elected Barack Obama.
So it's funny when you say that. I mean, I don't want to go off topic, but this is a question we can come back to later, and that is, so the way you said, feeling the effects of slavery in our country, slavery is the effect of racism. Racism is not the effect of slavery, right? You follow what I'm saying? Like after slavery, that didn't make this country super racist. I think they were already racist, right? Which started with slavery and then on to what it's doing now. It's just racism, right?
Well, it's. But it perpetuated it. It perpetuated the racism. Racism is there ingrained in a lot of people, and probably in a little bit of in us as well, because that's the history we grew up. That's what we know about, what we grew up around. But slavery is a product of racism, for sure.
Exactly right. Right.
But also perpetuates that.
First
racism.
came the racism, then came the slavery.
This is what I'm asking: the chicken for the egg, right?
Chicken for the egg.
How it was, yeah. So the racism came and then the slavery. Exactly. So
it's not going anywhere.
Racism was there before, because
this is what I'm saying.
Europeans were colonizing Africa before they colonized America.
What made me ask you that question was because you were talking about how we're still dealing with XYZ, and I think that it's not even the after effects of slavery as much as it is just the ongoing racism.
Right.
the continuation of racism. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, it's
that's
both.
what we're being shook by, right?
It's both because the racism part is always there, but the slavery part is there. It's still its influence is still felt. It perpetuates some of the racism, and it also black people didn't have the same starting point as white people did in this country.
No, I agree.
So, and that's because of slavery. So
This is true.
So they've been put behind the marker and haven't been trying to catch up ever since. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. And like I said, this is America. This is not.
This is
isn't-
America.
Like I said, we're coming up on Thanksgiving soon. Thanksgiving is a holiday when
Pilgrims.
we celebrate when the Pilgrims had dinner together with the Native Americans.
And ran the Indians.
And that's not how it worked.
It wasn't quite dinner,
Not-
right?
No, it may have worked that way and for this one particular table at then.
No,
but the rest
no.
was all filled with smallpox and genocide.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. They had them for dinner, right?
I saw an amazing video the other day. It was like a video of like what was going on back in the time, like during the Martin Luther King era, how they were getting washed with the pushed and black people getting pushed, hosed and everything. And then they also showed the same scenario happening during Trump's inauguration, not inauguration, his during his run.
Okay.
But people was pushing black people, and it was just crazy. I was like, wow.
Oh right, it's a throwback.
Yeah, like I said, take one step forward, take two steps back.
But that's kind of like how Trump kind of built the whole thing. He was like, man, make America great again is kind of code word for like, yeah.
Prolo.
It makes you ask, when was America great?
Well, of
50
course.
years ago during segregation? No.
Right.
100 years ago during
Oh, here
the
goes
end of
some,
slavery?
yeah. Look
No.
at this. Takes you way back.
No, exactly.
No, and Donald Trump said it himself. Donald Trump said himself. He said,
Oh, you shot
back
this
when I
footage,
was
right?
younger,
Oh right, wow. And you know what's
he
really
said when I was younger, that people like that would be carried here on a stretcher.
Yeah, he said that.
So
yeah.
he harkened
So he's
back
going
to
back
that.
to where, yeah.
no, that's what I'm saying exactly. But
It's just sad. Anyway,
Our country is built off of racism.
Yes.
absolutely.
Our original sin is slavery.
but
and
they
it's-
say Christianity.
we haven't. Christianity has a part in that too.
Yeah.
We haven't fully recovered from it, and I'm not sure if we ever will. But
Well, we can't because we
We have
can't
to
really
try.
we can't really figure out how to solve racism, and that's because we can't figure out a lot of things. Though it's not just racism; there's a lot of things we really can't figure out. But racism, we can't figure it out, and the only thing that really scares me is because when I see young white kids, right,
Well,
already being like kind of indoctrinated, like
But-
to carry on the
and
mantle, like you
to
would
me,
think it's
what you
going to die
said-
off at some point, right?
to me, what you say is totally the way it can be figured out because, of course, we know, and in my opinion, is that racism definitely taught. It's not or learned. It's not something that you just automatically grow up. Just like a girl grow up to being a girl automatically, or a boy grow up to being a boy automatically. You know you're taught to be racist.
Yeah, this is true. But the problem with it, racism now, is that it's so systemic
exactly.
to American culture. It almost feels like you are born that way.
Well, I know I'm gonna get in
It's-
trouble
it's-
for saying this though, because just like
so systematic.
let's look at like homosexuality is now being how can I say it's being praised when back in the day it was how can I say
Which wasn't even praised, but it's acceptable now. But
it's
it's not praised.
no, it's not only acceptable, which is a great thing, but it's also being like,
Celebrated?
Celebrated, that's what I want to say.
okay.
Versus back in the day, it was tolerated. And now, and I could say the same thing with racism. At one time, it was a no completely. You just know now. To me, it's being tolerated or accepted.
Well,
And so, it's,
Well,
this is my
I would
opinion.
say this to that point. Since you brought that point up, that's a really good point to show you that the people in this country that fought, the liberal community that fought for the rights of homosexual
Right.
and lesbian people to be free and open, the way they had to really fight against the religious right, people
Exactly.
using the Bible. So they had to be really harsh in how they really pushed the agenda forward, right? Not trying to cause harm, but did, it was forced. Like when Obama signed on and they got it passed through and they made the law and everything, a lot of this country felt like you just threw that on us. You forcing us to take it, right? So that's why a lot of them feel justified.
when they turned the White House into the flag.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Well, and a lot of people think that going back to empire,
Right.
that empire forces that on us too, and like TV forces gay culture on us too, because a lot of now these hot new writers and directors are gay, and they
But
highlight.
that's what I said. Right now, homosexuality is celebrated.
But no,
now.
but to my point is that
This is a great
feeling
thing.
of forcing it on the whole country and saying it's going to be this way whether you like it or not is what causes extremists to turn around in reverse and say, I'm gonna come in and shoot up your whole church and that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna force it on you.
Yeah,
Because you know what I'm saying?
shooting in Orlando.
We create a lot of that. I mean, but
But you know what? That's growing pains.
It's hard, man.
It's growing pains.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
to
It's
have
hard,
these
yeah.
tough growing pains. It's sad and unfortunate.
it's hard, man.
But that's how you have progress.
You got to know
have
that,
to
right? If
struggle.
you're gonna start like passing laws and working it in one person's favor, the other side is gonna be.
And that's the problem, because people think that because you're giving other people rights, you're taking away your rights.
Well, you're right.
True.
It's none of your
that's-
business.
And that's wrong.
It's none of your
That's the wrong way to
business.
think about it. Just because someone else is gaining rights doesn't mean you're losing it.
Yeah,
It means-
Exactly.
but you
means
can't
that
explain it though. You know,
it means
like
they have as many rights as you do, almost.
but you know, you can't really explain it like that because it's like I said, it's not even just. I thought it was just older white people that would kind of die off at some point, but it's like their kids are like,
Because they do it. Yeah.
It is.
Carrying the torch.
if only, right?
Yeah.
it's like
it's I'm gonna say it's-
young college kids, man, like on college
better.
campuses, man, like it
They're better.
really like.
I'll say that they're better, and I don't mean it to say that it's good.
No, I think things are better than it was, of course. I
Better
mean,
from bad is still fucking bad.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it's better, but it's like I said,
best of two
the arc
evils.
the arc of time bends towards justice, and
Oh,
it's
man.
slow.
Right.
We'll get there eventually because we started off in the wrong place,
sure,
the wrong place.
sure.
Anyway, salute to
Anyway,
to what we saluting to again.
To the arc of justice,
Yeah.
time bending towards justice.
This is quote for the night.
Celebration.
Arc of time bending
Arc of
towards
justice,
justice.
Wow, that was deep. That was deep. Salute. We're gonna go
need
to a
a
quick
tattoo
break,
artist to show it real
and we
quick.
come back. We're gonna get some advice from our health guru here about lowering your cholesterol.
Yay.
So give us a call at 202-656-1BAR.
Gotta move that.
Welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuning into the open bar.
Salud.
Salud. Of course, we're sitting here drinking on the jelly from the Philly with that thick juice. Yo, we got the we got vodka and the guava, splash of cranberry. Definitely a great drink. Jelly from the Philly. Jelly, if you're listening, I love you. I love you. She loves me.
Jill is just totally a turn off to me.
No,
think so?
really?
Yeah, I mean, I like her music. You know what I'm saying?
She's actually a good actress too.
She's a really good actress.
When she was on Girlfriends,
She is. She is.
great actress. though.
Yeah.
When she played, what you call
What's
it?
the turn off? I'm just interested. What turned you off about
I don't know what it is about. That's what I'm saying. I don't really know what it is about Jill. Like.
You said racist.
I don't got no rationale.
Just racism.
Fat shaming. Fat shaming.
No, it's not. Listen,
No,
I love the chubby girls. Believe me.
I saw him with a cute plush before. She was cute.
Come on, talk about
Cute.
it.
That cute plush, she was hot.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so
I ain't mad at
Jill
the-
from what's we call it? What's the movie called? Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah. Why did I get married to?
Why did I get
One
married?
and two.
Yeah, she was
Okay,
good
1 and
enough.
2. All right.
She was huge in one. She lost the weight. Oh, that was a bodysuit, I think, though.
Oh Lord.
But anyway, I think Jill is hot. She has her hot moments.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's her personality. I don't know what it is.
You know her?
She's inviting.
You talked to her. Y'all sat down.
On stage when she was
So
on
how you
stage.
know-
Exactly.
you don't like her on
I
stage
agree with
person.
that.
No,
You know,
no.
in the past, I agree with that because, like I told you before,
I don't think she's a great performer at all.
I think actors get put in these roles, the same roles that are their characters.
Yeah.
So I think she's.
I've heard on some interviews and
character
some
a
her
little bit.
thinking, her talk. It seems like she tries to be kind of deeper than she needs to be. And maybe she got off that when she got married because she changed. This is over the years of watching her. She just.
But you know who's a good actress, and she just all of a
I
sudden
want to say something
stopped.
really funny, but
Go
it's
ahead.
totally out of my character.
Do
Y'all not
it.
ready for the
Do
comedian?
it.
No, I'm
Do
not
it.
doing it. No.
Go ahead.
Say
No, I'm
it.
not.
We need
This
to
is-
lighten up this job.
This is
We've been super
this is
deep
an
today.
open. I know we've been
Yeah.
kind of deep
Let's
today.
go.
We need some jokes.
not-
Normally
it's
it's
not
me joking
PDO,
today, but
it's just
I
DO.
can't get it.
She just
DO.
gives me a soft on.
A
You know what?
soft door. She'll make your dick hard. Okay.
Oh, that's what that meant. I was trying to figure it out in my head.
Yeah.
I thought,
So, okay.
I'm the only thing when he said that, I'm thought of a pretzel.
half chub,
Gotcha.
half chub.
A pretzel.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
love Jilly from Philly. She's one of
most
my
women do.
faves.
Not that you're a
Yeah,
lesbian.
I was
but I know
kidding
that
with you,
she's
Jill.
Really,
No.
she's really big in the
Messing with you,
I
lesbian.
don't want to kiss her, but I just like
Most
her.
women, like I've heard a lot of women say they want to kiss her. She seems really
look
sensual.
how she
I
just got
land on
racist
boobs.
against Jill. Just like I love you, but I don't want to kiss you though.
Yeah, I love you, but I don't want to kiss you.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, Jill's
There we
just,
Jill, she don't get. Mwah, Jill.
yeah.
Oh, that's my cousin telling me about auto
You don't have no
giants.
case. There you go.
I know. I just bought
Being
that phone.
reckless.
What was he talking about? Oh, so again, people, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for coming back.
You want to see it?
You go ahead. Talking.
We gonna
So
help you.
thanks for coming back. But we were talking about before that. I went to the doctor and we were talking about my cholesterol level.
Oh, precious.
So we got our health guru right here.
Hey guys.
All right, tell her about your name. Of course, they know you. as
I'm
Miss Castro.
Arminta, the stuffy nose queen. Tonight I have a cold.
They call her
Arminta,
ARM.
the tormentor, as some of my clients affectionately call me. But we were talking about your cholesterol. Let's
Cholesterol.
talk about what we were talking
So,
about.
I
your
want
doctor
you to
was
get-
like, no.
Arteries
Right.
clogged.
Your doctor said no. You didn't do it right.
You didn't do it right. So can you give us like 10 good?
10.
10.
Right.
Is that too many? Can you give us at least 5?
No.
Three.
How about 2?
I do
Three.
what I can.
Just
Okay,
the
do
top
what you
2. The top 2. What's the top,
Top
2 things
2
you can
things
do?
to,
Run,
to lower your
stop eating.
cholesterol. Let's ask the guru.
Run, stop
the,
eating.
stop the trans fat and do 30 minutes of cardio each day.
Explain
Those 2
trans
things
fats.
will help you right there, right?
What is trans fat?
Explain trans
Fast
fats.
food?
If you look on the back of your food you eat and it says trans fat,
Really?
not.
They'll just say it like that? Trans fat is in this?
Yeah.
So what, you know, there's trans fat in peanuts.
So
but it
name me
said
one thing
peanuts
that's got
is
trans fat
healthy.
in it.
Peanuts.
Potato chips.
Anything fried. Anything
Anything
fried.
fried. Yep.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yes.
So we have
Does
some.
it actually say?
Don't put the name of it.
I mean, they gotta advertise it.
They have 2 things: saturated fat and trans fat.
Both of them were written on there.
Well, this is a good thing on this one. It has no trans fat. So
Okay.
there you go.
So you eat the munchies.
And then you have another one that has 0 trans fat.
So
Wow.
that's the first thing. Kill the trans fats, though, right?
Kill the trans fat. But then,
There is a kind of a corn chip, anyways, right?
well, then you're looking at 230 milligrams of sodium.
So that leads you up to your.
That's like 10 teaspoons of salt.
So now you guys told me before that eggs kind of put your cholesterol.
They
up.
do.
But I thought they were
the
healthy.
yellow part of the egg does.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you want to do egg whites, or just don't do any eggs. Oatmeal and Cheerios. I think you said something earlier.
Yeah, somebody told me, but I just don't like oatmeal. It just always give me like this.
Shout out to McDonald's.
The look
McDonald's
of it?
oatmeal is like that.
Almost good.
I can't do oatmeal. I don't be trying.
You
I don't like the
don't-
texture of it in my mouth.
Well, you have to train your body to like what's good for you because
I
we're
like
so
farina.
conditioned.
Is
to
farina
not,
good?
I don't know who that is.
Is who?
Farina. Y'all never heard of farina?
Oh, I love farina.
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 Farina. Is
You
that
supposed to do it
it's
like that.
It's
It's like cream of wheat.
cream of wheat.
Yeah, that's
Cream
what
of
it's called. I call it farina.
No,
But in the hood, we call it farina.
no.
Farina.
Cream of wheat is not oatmeal.
No,
It's not healthy?
It's farina.
Is
No,
it healthy?
It's not healthy. No.
It don't help the cholesterol.
Whole grains. That's why oatmeal is good for you because it's
Oh, I gotta
whole
look
grain,
that
which
up.
lowers
okay.
it, which lowers cholesterol.
What
Whole
is
grains
farina?
Lower.
Farina is like a cream of wheat.
Oh, okay.
Never. It must be. Is it an
brand.
international food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, Okay.
you
I don't
get it
know
a lot
about-
when you have WIC. But
Okay. I had WIC
Or
for,
if
I had
you're Latino,
I had WIC for
I
3
love
months
farina.
in 1996.
Tito, like I love farina. He's
I
got a
love
passion
farina.
over there.
That's
Like,
got right here.
serious?
You knew.
Farina is
That's why-
farina is a form of milled wheat, often prepared as hot cereal.
wheat.
The word farina
Yeah.
is Latin,
I'm
meaning
telling you,
meal
man.
of flour.
yeah, sugar and butter.
Any
is
hot
the
meal
best.
out of the store is just terrible. It's like you got to put a ton of sugar in it to get it
You
out
don't
of
right.
the
have
store.
to.
To get it right.
You don't have to.
Jeez,
Any hot meal.
tastes horrible.
Some oatmeal.
Oatmeal, yes.
Yeah, it's not good. Except the kind that come in a little pack. Sometimes those are pretty
Though,
sweet.
even though those are
good.
better ones, but they still taste so bland to me. Just,
Well, that's because you should add milk and not water when you cook it. But I don't like oatmeal, but
Always.
but milk is not gonna make
First
it
of
that
all,
much
no,
better.
if-
it would give it a better taste.
If you put water in your oatmeal,
Okay.
you're a monster.
That's how you, do
are
it.
a monster. You
Well,
I
water-
only eat
water-
water.
water.
You need to
Water
make-
my oatmeal.
No, you
No,
need
it's
to
water.
make oatmeal and farina and
With
all,
milk.
all these other little wheat grains with milk.
With milk.
I don't need the extra dairy, which causes extra fat.
Inflammation, right?
Yeah, so
Well, I know I
probably
cannot drink
does.
milk, and I didn't realize that until I was in my 40s.
you should not have milk.
I
drinker.
cannot drink milk.
You know,
at
and I
all.
think that
Same
that's
thing with hot chocolate. If you make a hot chocolate with water, I
Just a little bit of
I will
water.
hate you.
hot chocolate. Yeah, I guess.
Hot
How else
chocolate
do
has
you
to
make
be,
hot chocolate?
because I grew up in a house. I'm Latino, and my grandmother.
Really?
He
as a
finally
kid-
admitted it after all these
As
years.
a
He's
kid,
Latino.
He's Latino,
That's
people.
what it is.
I'm just light skinned. So I grew up
He won.
drinking coffee like
At 5.
and early is
Right.
Years
is
old.
okay for Latinos, but we would just cover with water.
So,
Oh, that explains the short
My
growth.
grandma would take milk, boil the milk, and then put the sanka in the milk.
yes.
Right.
So we never use water for
Hold on,
any of that.
she cooked
Sanka.
hot milk for coffee.
Man,
On
you-
the stove.
Yes.
That's the
My.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
for sure.
no water.
I get all of that.
Is that good for your cholesterol?
No, it's not.
It's not. Is
No.
coffee good for your cholesterol?
Coffee maybe yes, but
In
not
moderation.
Milk, no.
In moderation.
Yeah, I don't have any milk in my coffee.
So-
it's black and sweet.
So what we know now is no trans fat
No trans
and
fat.
30 minutes of cardio.
30 minutes of cardio. Increase your omega 3s.
All right, so-
omega 3s, which is fish.
And I heard
protein.
sex is really good for
It's
to
cardio.
lower
You
your
burn about
cholesterol.
130 calories when you have sex for about 15 minutes.
My.
15 minutes of good sex.
About 130 calories.
I go for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The lies. Candy voice.
Lies.
We're just saying that.
I said what I said.
That's
Okay.
fine. We weren't
Oh
there.
my God.
Okay, so one of the
That
things
is
I think
my
is
wife's
important
favorite
though
line.
for the health piece though is they should do it by decades. You know what I'm saying? Like they should do health plans by decades. Like what the 40-year-old needs, the 20-year-old don't really have to do the
Yeah,
same
you don't have to
thing.
worry about it. You eat a steak and cheese at 20.
Yeah, you can get away with it. You can go to sleep and get up. And
I can't
your
eat a steak
body
and
is
cheese right
good.
now. I have
Until you've
nightmares.
seen a 10-year-old with diabetes.
My.
Well, I mean,
But
yeah.
a lot of times when they,
This is true.
But you
Leave
know,
my daughter
I might
out
be
of
wrong.
this.
Oh, I might be wrong. But diabetes, when you have it at a young age like that, is normally, how can I say it, inherited or?
I hate that diabetes thing. That diabetes
No,
thing
if,
is tough,
if you have
man.
diabetes at 10 years old, that's a problem.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's
what
tough.
happens when you eat McDonald's and Chick-fil-A every day.
Every day, right? No,
When
that's what I'm
mama don't
saying.
cook. Well, auntie don't cook.
I'm just listen, and then plus, especially in this generation, because they don't have the same food we had. It's just not the same. And I think we actually were able to eat chicken that was actually regularly grown chicken.
Yeah.
And but the last what 25 years?
Yep.
They've been growing them chickens in a week.
I mean, they're stored.
Like a chicken is born and they grow it in a week.
Well, I've seen. I wonder if it's real where these people made like a seafood salad out of like something they put in the water and they just kept mixing it. Then it turned out to be salad and they were selling it.
Well, listen, I ain't gonna lie. There's
might be a
videos
fluid.
online of them
may
making
be fake.
rice out of plastic, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible.
Well, because
not.
because
That's what I'm saying, right? It's like-
it's weird though. It's weird though because you
Not
have
real food.
you have to learn what people put in your food. Like for grated Parmesan, sometimes people put wood chips in it to fill it,
Jesus.
and it counts with the FDA as okay an amount of wood chips to put in it
Yep.
And we
To
eat
stretch
wood
it?
chips.
to stretch it.
Yep.
It's cut. Yeah, you're right.
It's cut that fine?
You have cut.
Ain't that gonna kill
Parmesan
you?
cheese.
Finally cut wood chips that are in your Parmesan cheese.
And that and a whole lot of foods that you'd be surprised
Ain't that how
at how
Eddie
much
Beachey killed that
FDA
man
allows
in
to be put in your food.
A little bit every day.
I just
You'd be
don't get. I
surprised.
just don't get how you can make rice out of plastic, and sell it as food.
It's the chemical breakdown of the things that are in plastic that causes it to be made and look like rice, but it's plastic.
Yeah.
Just like the French fries, you can set a.
Oh, you're saying the composition of it is basically plastic, even if it's
right?
not in the
They're
form
not
of
using
plastic.
literal plastic.
Plastic.
They're using
The-
the compounds that
Oh,
make plastic
okay.
to make rice.
to make rice. Like if you
Because
set some
it
McDonald's
looks like
French
rice.
fries and a McDonald's hamburger out, it would not go bad. You can set it there for a year. It
Oh
wouldn't
no,
decay.
I seen. I'm gonna do the
Same
experiment.
thing.
I saw a dude
6 years.
put
Same
a
thing.
fish fillet and a Big Mac on a grill in a fire,
and it, did
and it wouldn't burn.
because it's not real meat.
It wouldn't burn.
And we eat that.
Yo, we eat that. I'm
eat
like,
that.
it would not burn.
We eat that.
It wouldn't break down.
But that goes. I was say about
I was never so shocked, man. I'm telling you, it made. I stopped eating McDonald's. I know at least. I mean, you
Yeah.
inch back.
stopped.
You
It
start,
is-
you start eating a small fry.
It is, and that's
Yeah,
cool.
sometimes
Then you eat a
want
fish
that-
fillet.
Sometimes you want that hot fry and
Them
sweet.
fish
do.
fillet.
You do, but you know it's cool to say though. But there are these food deserts in America, and especially in inner cities, where you can't get nothing but that. But you only can afford to get the 4 for $4.
That's true.
You can only get afford to get the Happy
Don't bring
Meal.
Wendy's into this. 'Cause
So
They got the best.
part of it
burgers.
is
right, don't do that. 'Cause
part
they
of
be
it
real.
is don't you can't blame people for eating the way they do sometimes because that's all they can afford because that's all that's available to them.
Not true. It's
so-
grocery stores.
So making them feel
I got
bad
some
about
grapes
eating
in the house.
McDonald's
I can't
every day is you're probably right, but
And that's all that
That's
matters.
the cheapest food
But
they can get.
but still, here's the problem.
Oh, it's a problem.
More people need to see that those sandwiches will not burn in a regular fire.
wouldn't do it.
When you see that, why would you put that in your stomach?
But you know what? That don't.
Because it's
Why would-
99
People
cents.
don't care about that food because in many years people have been pouring Pepsi Cola over a battery in your car.
Right.
But
I
we
would
still
drink Coke
and
all
people
day,
take that and
every
be
day
like
till
gup
the
gup
day I
gup
die.
gup.
And
You
there's
know?
many people who
But a
still
lot of
eat
folks stop drinking.
chitterlings.
Hold on, but the soda company has lost half of the people who used to consume it. It's still popular, but people are not drinking soda like they used to. They're just not.
Correct.
I can use a good soda right now. I ain't gonna
Coca-Cola.
lie.
I swear that first sip of Coca-Cola,
Kidney
cold
stones.
out the can.
Yeah, it's something about
Even
it's
the
about
way it's
fountain coke.
sandwiched.
Until
When
you
you
peeing
crack
out
the
them
cake.
pebbles. Till you peeing out those pebbles.
This is
kidney
true.
Stones.
Oh, I know that
Right.
hurt. Don't you had that?
Kidney
before?
stones.
No, I don't eat. I don't drink soda.
don't
Look
eat
at this
soda?
face. Look at this skin.
Flawless.
That bottle, as soon as you open that can up, it goes shh. It's like a crowd clapping for you.
A mess. Yo, thank you so much, of course, for helping us with our lower our
You're
cholesterol.
so welcome.
I hope you guys
I'm
got
just
something
doing
from
God's
that.
work. Don't worry about
Do
it.
God's work, baby. Yo, we'll go to a quick break. Come right back with some love, sex, and relationships.
Let's
Hello.
talk about it.
Salud. Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Yo, I want to give a special shout out to Candy Bears. Is that her name?
Candy.
From Housewives. You know, they just got her embryos. She found somebody to hold them.
Housewives, which one?
Her
Why can't
embryos.
she have her
Embryo.
baby
Which housewives?
herself?
She don't want to mess up her body.
Who's this?
Then you don't need no
Candy.
baby.
Candy
She
Burrs?
Yeah, she had 2 more embryos left, and she don't want to hold.
left.
Embryos.
No, she put them away. She had 2 left, and she don't want to kill them.
Yeah. Oh, when they pulled the extraction out of her,
They put her
she
out.
had some other frozen
she had
ones.
2
Candy,
frozen
yeah.
left.
She still has a couple left.
No, I'm talking about in general that she.
The ones they pulled out
that she
years
pulled
ago,
out,
they
She
probably-
wanted to save.
To preserve.
They froze them.
Not embryos, eggs.
Same thing.
Eggs.
No.
No, they're not the same thing, but okay.
Embryos are fertilized eggs.
Okay, yeah, well, these are fertilized eggs.
All right.
That her and Todd
If you
did.
can't have your own, no disrespect, but if you have the ability to have your own baby and you choose not to, then you don't need no baby.
I think what's wrong with a surrogate? So you don't mess your
Have
body
your
up. And stuff.
mess your body up.
So you like what if you?
Then you don't need no baby.
No, but what if
Okay,
but you
hold
want a baby, but your life is your lifestyle that you have to be beautiful.
Then you don't need no baby.
So that-
Then
you
you don't need no
have time
baby.
to be
That's Gabrielle
pregnant.
You don't need no baby. If you don't got
That's
time.
No.
Right,
If you don't
Gabrielle.
got
I thought Gabby couldn't
She
have
had
kids.
nine.
Gabby had
She had
a
9
surrogate.
miscarriages. You don't understand the defeat and the hurt and the pain and the roller coaster. That's different. She cannot have kids.
can't have kids,
She
right?
done tried and 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 tried. That's not tried.
So she's saying that's when you should do that.
It's like I want to keep my 6-pack, so I'm gonna get some random stranger and pay her $50,000 to have. Wow, you don't need a baby.
And you know, we
Kim
spoke
K.
about that though, and I know we got your segment to go, but Michelle
I know,
Obama
I'm
came out
It's
talking
okay.
about her loss on miscarriages
Yeah,
too.
that's
That was deep.
heavy.
It's like with the things.
I
that
haven't
have
watched
going
anything
through.
on Michelle Obama, but
What?
I wanted to say,
Excuse me?
I think I haven't watched anything on the stuff that people are talking about, her interview about the book. But you say you hard on the women. I mean, I think
I don't see nothing wrong with
some
that.
women. I think some women. I think people feel differently. I understand exactly where you're coming from, but I think people in the world, they just like. I just don't think it's a
There's-
big deal.
there's
Like,
some women
it's my
out there,
eggs, my
right.
husband's sperm.
Nothing's
Yeah,
a
it's the
big
same
deal.
thing. I got
Hallelujah.
the money.
Nothing's a big deal
No,
when you
but
have all that
the
money.
thing is, these women are
Nothing's sacred.
busy. They still, but they
Then
want
don't
kids.
have no children if you that busy.
No, but when you have the baby, it's different. But you don't want
How?
to because 9 months can really mess your career up when you get all bloated and big like that.
And being a good mother can mess your career up too.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
It can't.
It does.
I don't think so.
It's
How you
called
gonna,
Title VII.
Hello.
Title 7.
Hello. Don't do it.
PDO, what's on your mind?
I haven't really thought this particular subject all the way through, but I thought it would be something good to explore, right? And that is the idea of: do you believe it's possible for a person to steal your man or your woman and have a successful relationship going away?
I don't think it was ever yours if it was stolen. So
Okay, this
That's
is
just
the
my
question.
opinion. 'Cause
So,
my thing
so
is
you,
if you-
say you're married to somebody for 6 years, and you married somebody for 6 years, and somebody, a guy comes along and convinces her to leave you.
Have her.
I think
Keep
that,
her.
but
You
I
said
don't
she's
think
good. She's gone, right?
Bye.
It's possible.
somebody else's problem.
Is it possible? Yeah.
For them to go and live happily and be good.
For people who are not committed and people who don't know who don't understand the value of that commitment, yes, it's possible. But for people who value commitment and know that this is what we made forever, no. But if you have a flighty person who
But
looking for
see where you going,
something-
the street you're going down. I don't think you can really go down. It's like you're gonna like put all these like negative labels on the person who
no, it's
wasn't
one-
committed,
no,
right? But this is the thing.
It's one thing if we get divorced because we don't work, that's one thing. But if we get divorced because someone else entices you, that's on
That's
you.
the problem.
No, this is true.
But a lot of times, I think it's because what you said prior. A lot of times, let's say a woman been with the same man all her life,
Right.
and then somehow or another something happens, and she end up accidentally falling on another penis, and that penis was much better than what she's been getting. I think he can steal it.
He can steal her.
He can steal her.
So, and
Take her.
they could live.
Take her.
And they could be happy. You think that's they could live and go be happy?
Yeah.
You think that
All for good
You think it's
things.
because the person found the right person, or you think it's because
It's 80-20.
somebody actually can you can
It's
actually
80-20.
There's intangibles. I mean,
You can swing from one vine to the next and be like, oh, I got a better vine.
yeah, like the other vine was gonna make you die, and then you strap into this new vine and you back. You back alive.
Again,
Now, of course,
brings
this
me
is
back
all
to that point.
hypothetical. This has nothing to
brings me
do
back
with
to my
me
point.
talking.
that brings me to that point. If you two aren't compatible, then anyone can take it away because you ain't shit together.
That's true.
But if you are compatible, then no one can take that away.
And it just depends on that individual's loyalty and discipline and the commitment that they made to that person. I always, and I feel in my heart, no one can take me from my husband. No, that's not a possibility.
So if you're gone, it's because you were ready to go.
If I'm gone, it's because it's something that's happened between us. It won't have anything to do with another person. There's no set of skills another person has that will
No amount of money?
No. No. Done it. No.
Those nose got a little...
Some of the people with money be real whack.
Because
They got money, but
y'all
you
remember
whack.
the movie Indecent Proposal? She was about to leave that man. She left him for a little while. That money was
he
good.
He asked both of them though.
And then he asked her like an
He asked
idiot.
them
I would
both.
never do that. He said, "Was it good?" She said, "What?" I know that
Answer that. Right.
He did the whole head thing.
But you know what?
Stolen from you, the new man better not kid himself thinking that she can't be stolen.
Exactly.
Which is my question. Was
How you left
can it be
relationship
successful?
saying-
Can it really be good for a couple reasons? Like here's a couple of things I'm saying. If I take another man's wife, right? If I were to do that, it creates a lot of questions. Like one, is she
can't
leaving for the
trust
right
her.
reasons? Like, you know what I'm saying? If she left just to connect with me and she's not even sure how this is going to be. Maybe it's not anything what she thought it or imagined it was going to be. That's one obstacle. The other obstacle is, can I be peaceful about that? Because she rolled out on somebody she was legitimately locked with. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Is it possible for those people to... They can appear to be happy or successful, but
And they
is
can
it
be happy for a
possible?
period of time. I mean,
There's
just
a
look
saying
at Brad
says-
Pitt and Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
He was literally married to Jennifer Aniston, and Angela Jolie came in and swooped him up, and he just
How about
left.
Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys?
He was on a divorce.
But they were on the outs.
They were
though.
on the outs with Mashonda.
Your relationship, there's a saying that your relationship will end the way it started. And if you started on infidelity,
Well, that's the law of first mentions about everything, just about.
if
But
you
I'm
started
with
on
it.
infidelity, then you can't expect them not to do it to you also. Right or wrong?
I guess to a degree, absolutely.
Some
I mean,
people don't. Some people literally will steal someone else's wife or girlfriend and really believe that she will, and boyfriend, and think that,
All right,
like,
so-
look at Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thomas that she has a baby by that cheated with her when his other girlfriend was pregnant. So, and you
okay,
know,
right. So let's hedge it a little bit, right? So let's. I'm gonna give a separate category to people who are already on the rocks, right? It's already problems going on, like it's already kind of breaking, and we already know what their deal is with it. But think about somebody who's like locked in, and one day you meet a new person at the job, and y'all just like working together, and after about 8 weeks, it's kind of like just this little connection thing, and it grows and grows, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't even want to be here anymore.
then something was going on at home before. Can't nobody sweet talk me at work.
Well, it's not a sweet talk, but that's the thing. Seduction doesn't work like just a sweet talk. It's like say, do you think a woman could be committed to a guy committed to his wife, right? He's happy with his wife, he's cool, right? But then this new girl at his job starts working with him, they work together, and she doesn't really do anything besides be herself, and he just starts slowly
Then he lacking at home.
liking her
He's
and
lacking.
slowly falling like.
Then he's lacking.
I'm
at
feeling
home.
some things. You
He's
think
lacking.
What do you mean
Yeah.
lacking at home?
He not
Me-
getting a good meal.
He's something at home is not causing him to be fulfilled.
See, no.
He's not fulfilled. And
Do
at work, he
you
gets
mean
fulfilled.
that there's just a general void, or are you trying to put this on the woman's account?
There's a general void. I mean,
Because I was going to say I wouldn't blame her for
It's
because
to me, it's the 80-20 rule. Because you have a great life with who you picked, right?
And you're
who
good.
You married, and
Right.
You're good, but you see new shit. You see brand
can you
new
start
stuff.
feeling that stuff in a way,
see
and
someone
you're
else-
like, nah, I just
you
want to
see
know what it's
someone else-
about, like.
You see someone else who makes you feel maybe how you felt earlier in your
Okay,
in your
right.
relationship, but you have to see past that. You can be like, wait, am I going to give up all this just so I can feel good right now.
But what if you would look at all this and you're like, all this ain't really all that?
Right.
Well, okay, that's a problem. That's a different problem.
But how do you fix that problem? Like if
You don't.
If we met each other and we giving each other the best that we got.
Split up before you cheat.
Oh.
Split up before
Oh,
you
you
cheat.
said break up before you cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's always a respectful
My
rule.
main statement is, if you love them, let them go. If they come back, it means so much more. Right? I'm serious. Y'all don't get that.
That's an old
If y'all
school
not getting
thing.
along, let her go. She'll come back
Come back,
eventually.
it was meant to
No.
be.
Right.
No.
That's not that.
If I
We should have been taking
if I break
calls
your
on this
wing, then you
topic.
ain't going nowhere.
Pause.
Yeah.
We should have took calls on it. But
Yeah, because
Calls.
people are
should've.
calling in like telling me that men are so easy. Y'all giving all the excuses. People on my Facebook Live just like, nah.
no. What? See,
Nah.
but this is the funny thing. People always act like they so locked in. They so locked in, right?
It's not an act.
Well, I mean, listen.
No, it's a contract.
I'm calling it. I'm just.
contract.
I'm using the term "act" loosely, but you know they say they locked in,
Pastor.
and until they
Marriage
meet
is
somebody
a
who is like
contract.
really intriguing, who starts pushing buttons and stuff in you. You're like, dang, I didn't even know I felt like this, and I think it can happen.
It can happen.
It can, ooh.
It does happen. Ooh.
It can happen. It does happen. But you know what?
Don't mean you should bite.
Not only you ruin what you built because
Over a crush.
So what should you do if you're really feeling these feelings?
what should you do?
Step away.
What should you do?
You should talk
Shut
to
it down,
Mike.
suppress it,
Look the other way. If you have
shut it down.
Yeah, if you
Absolutely.
have that feeling, if you start having a, am I here?
Guess I see you next lifetime.
If you start having a feeling that you're gonna do something or it's a possibility and you
Just
should just step away. You have to completely
shut it
turn
down.
the other cheek. Like you have to
Shut it down. Now, what about people who
everything.
shut it down and that thing follows them, like in their heart?
Then
Then you need to say
in their
something. I am.
Then you're not being fulfilled.
Yes.
If it's in your heart,
Not fully fit. What do you mean? When you say
we can be invited to a lot of parties.
Okay,
That doesn't mean
hold
we're
on.
going.
All right, so I like when you keep saying that, but this is the one I want to make sure of. When you say you're not fulfilled or there's a void, you're saying that is something that's happening inside of you. It has nothing to do with your partner because your partner could be doing everything right
There's a void there within you.
within you.
doesn't mean
That's
that-
very important to clarify that
I'm sorry.
because people trying to blame everybody else. You know,
No,
blame other
there's
people in
a
the
void
relationship.
It can't go
within
both
you.
ways. It can't go both ways. It could be your partner is not living up to their end of the bargain.
Well, yeah, that will put it on the rocks.
That cause anxiety, distrust, and problems. But even still, then don't cheat until you cut that off.
Your
Well,
mother
I
is
mean,
break up first,
Like
right?
the craziest thing, like people date people and
Because once you cheat, it's over.
when people look for other people for their happiness, it's always they're not going to find it. You know what I'm saying? When
Of course.
instead of making your happiness yourself.
Well, when you
Absolutely.
have that expectation and they don't meet it, you leave the door open. That's that crack in the door that other people can slip through that you're describing right now. So all
I think
saying
everybody
is,
has a
Makes
back
sense.
hatch door or whatever.
right, but you just gotta remain loyal
Should
and
be
true
locked.
to who you said you wanted to be, and create that love
Keep
and
it
that
locked
environment.
or say no.
I think
Keep it
that
wet.
like my
What'd you say? Over
like
here?
my little sis was just saying like if you got something valuable here, I guess the whole cold turkey thing is probably the best route, at least
it moving.
initially.
Don't
Well,
put
no,
yourself in that
Quit your
situation.
job.
It's not cold turkey.
Right. You got
It's not cold turkey. It's because
just
when-
like cut it like
if your real relationship is lacking or has problems and you don't address them, then you might find.
but I feel like sometimes
you
there's
might
no problem in
find-
your relationship. There's no problem. It's just in you. Like it was just
And you
in
just
you.
being
No, no,
Then
no.
there's a part.
No.
Then
Then
you're
there's
just
a
being
problem.
greedy. Then that's all that is.
Yeah,
If
but you
there's
sometimes
nothing
you-
wrong.
Men be
Sometimes
greedy.
you see
Yes.
this person, you like, oh my God, she just got everything together. Or he just
So
got
what?
everything
There's gonna be
together.
a lot of people.
Sometimes
that have
we're in
everything
love with
together.
the idea of someone.
Absolutely.
We like that person because we think of what they
new,
might be like.
And
in
So-
our
so-
head.
And
so-
you
so
know,
real quick,
You,
so-
you
so
look
let's-
over there. You look over there. That person.
So
looking
real
all
quick, so
fly,
now-
looking
now
over,
we-
your
we-
person digging in his nose.
Look, we finally chopped down to why I said, is it possible for it to be successful, right? Because I feel like whenever a person,
No, yeah.
or like even for the person who's drawing a person out of a relationship, right, or the person who leaves the relationship, if you leave it in that way, aren't there some voids in there that kind of sabotage it from the beginning, anyways?
No, hey,
So we
listen to this.
need to take.
That's why I asked,
We
was
need
it-
to do
was
this.
it
We need to bring
can
this
it
back
be
next
successful?
week.
We need a
Next
part
week,
two.
We need a part two. This is a really good, and we need
Yes.
to take phone calls next
Yes.
week. So
Sure.
we got to
But-
invite everybody to come in.
I'll
Yes.
just real quick, Pastor. You can be successful in taking them away, but probably not keeping them.
Okay, remember that next week. So anyway,
Same way you got him, you gonna lose him.
yo, thanks for listening. We
Thank
love
you
you
so
guys.
much for listening.
Salud.
Peace.
Going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up.